Welcome to Bold Literary Talkers. I am Dwayne Jackson. I've been a Toastmaster for about 8 years. This video will be about if you are a brand new member or if you're an old member, you've been in the club for a while, or even if you're not with Bold Literary Talkers, this is for anybody that wants to join or you're a Toastmaster, is how to make Toastmasters serve your career. How can you get the most out of your Toastmasters experience when it comes to financially and your career? So let's get to it. So a lot of people join Toastmasters for different reasons. I've seen people join Toastmasters just because they wanted to increase their conversation skills. People wanted to network. I've seen people that wanted to just be a professional speaker, or because their job recommended that they come to Toastmasters. I will say to you, if you're going to invest money and you're going to invest your time, it's very, very important that you create a mindset and a plan on how all of the skills that you're learning, that it works towards your career in the long term. If not, I don't understand why you would want to stay in Toastmasters after a year if you're not doing that. So I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. Well, I joined Toastmasters in 2010, primarily because I was like 6 months behind on rent. And I was behind on rent because I had a sales business, but I wasn't making sales because I wasn't confident in myself to sell people. So I learned that from other salespeople that you have to be more confident. You got to know how to speak. So I joined Toastmasters to do that. I entered the club contest. I ended up winning the international speech contest. I went, to the conference, and I just gained so much confidence and learned so many different things, formulas on how to speak, that I became a speaking coach. And overall, the reason why I stay in Toastmasters is because it's a environment where I can practice whatever I'm doing in my professional career. I can come to Toastmasters and I can practice that here. So that's the first thing I'm going to recommend you do if you want to get the most out of Toastmasters, is think about where you want to be in the future, okay, and reverse engineer. Why, are you looking to build your company? If you have a company or a non-for-profit or a business, you might need to speak to your employees, whatever they may be. So now you want to create a game plan to say, okay, how can I develop my one-on-one speaking skills or my large group speaking skills? Because you can do various ways. It's not just one path. And so once you know that, now talk to your vice president of education and the president about what things can I do, what books can I attack, so that I can develop this. It's kind of like going to the gym. If you go to the gym without a plan, eventually you're not going to get results. The best results is going to be inconsistent because you're just doing different things every day. You're not focused. But you're focused when you know what your end result is going to be. So second thing is practice things that are in your career. And a lot of people don't do this. I don't understand it. If you are an attorney, in my opinion, some of your speeches should be dealing specific, not just with your career, not just with law, but it should be specifically many speeches that you would actually give in your profession. So if you're about to do let's say some type of client interaction and you're nervous about it, you can come to the club and have a speech where you kind of go over that client interaction, right? So practice that. Use this as your practice and get feedback from real world situations. Second thing is you have the opportunity to do what's called like workshops, seminars, or open houses based on your specific career, your path. So let's say, for example, if you want to be a public speaker, you want to do webinars and seminars, well, work with the club and do speeches that are based on whatever your topic is. I know someone that they give programs about overcoming procrastination. They come to Toastmasters. You need to be speaking about overcoming procrastination. You need to be telling stories about it, getting feedback about it, right? You need to actually even be doing a webinar with Toastmasters, doing that, or doing some sort of open house with the actual club. Say, hey, can we do an open house? I want to give out 5 tips, whatever, for the community, or for the employees and the members, and we can invite outside people. This works best if you're an open club, especially. And You know, you have outside people come in, and you use this opportunity to share value, record it on camera, document it, get real testimonies. You'll be amazed. Like, for example, when I first joined Toastmasters, I'm in Chicago, so I spoke at about 40 different clubs my first year. I was traveling to the Federal Reserve Bank, Comcast, places like the Chicago Tribune, the news stations, Groupon, whatever those most big companies in Chicago they have, or the CTA, which is Chicago Transit Authority, they usually have a Toastmasters club. Ask around, see if there's companies in your city that have Toastmasters club. You can speak at that Toastmasters club, and now you can say on, you know, that you have experience speaking for that company, because technically you do. So if I just went to the Federal Reserve Bank, which has a Toastmasters club in Chicago, and I give a speech, the members that are there, guess what? They work for the Federal Reserve Bank. So technically, I just gave a speech at the Federal Reserve Bank. I can use that for my portfolio. I can use that as testimonies. So you got to have that type of mindset, is using this stuff for your career. You might be thinking, well, people might get bored hearing about my career. Guess what? That's not your concern. Don't worry about them getting bored, because you have the first word focused on you getting the most out of what you're trying to do. That's first of all. Second, if you have to be creative. If you're creative enough, and that should look at it as a challenge. How can you make your career interesting so that people don't get bored? Because you don't want them to get bored. But there's many different ways that you can deliver your speech in different formats so that people are not bored. You just got to be creative and use this club for that. Have fun with this. And overall, use this as an opportunity to grow your career. So make sure you team up with your VP of education and even the president or your mentor, and tell them, this is what I'm looking to do. Here are my goals. And let's create an action plan to do that. Plan out your speeches. You know, I want to speak on these days. This is the topic. Maybe even create a survey. Create a survey, and make sure when you give your speech, don't just get a regular evaluation. Have people fill out the survey that you created that says, hey, what did you like most about this? What else do you want to learn from me, etc., etc. So use this, look at it like a business, because you are a business. So let's get to it, and let's handle business. And let's have fun. All right, again, I'm Dwayne Jackson with Bold Literary Talkers in Chicago. We meet on Mondays. Make sure you visit our website, Bold Literary Talkers, and visit us, and we would love to have you. All right, talk to you later. Peace. Oh, also, I got to mention, too, I have a online business boot camp. I almost forgot about that, where I teach public speaking. I do so much of this. Follow and like and subscribe my channel on YouTube, where you can learn more public speaking tips, and also go to our Business Bootcamp 360 and look for my classes about sales, public speaking, communication, etc. So I appreciate you. Thanks.